So, what are your tips and strategies on setting your goals, first of all?
Yeah, so when it comes to setting goals, it's important that you are realistic. And I know it's so funny because I love to tell people to dream big. I do tell people to do that. But then when it comes to setting goals, if you dream too big, then you're going to be frustrated because the progress that you make is usually going to be in increments. And so, because I'm an achiever and I'm a recovering perfectionist, I understand that if I set a huge goal for myself and I miss it, then I'm just frustrated and then I'm going to sink into a slump. And I might lose a day or two, just like being upset that I didn't hit my goal. And
And
so,
you've
when I
been
learned,
married.
yeah. And so, when I learned that, it's like, okay, just set something that you know that you can accomplish, and then you begin to build that self-trust and you begin to believe in yourself, and those small wins, they motivate you to do more, and then you can slowly increase your goals, but you got to be very specific. And again, you definitely want to set a goal that you can realistically achieve in a specific amount of time. So for example, in working with business owners, usually when I'm working with someone new, the first thing they say is, and you probably already know, I want to make six figures.
Everybody
And
says that. Yeah.
and I'm like, yeah. And I got really upset with myself the first couple of years of business because I thought it was easy. Everybody said build it and they will come, and it never, it didn't happen that way.
Where
So
are they? Where are they all?
I did the branding, everything they said I needed to do. And I'm like, this is not working. So I had to start over and build from scratch and do the work to get there. And so, you have these big dreams, but just start with, okay, have you made $20,000 a year yet? Okay, can you now take it to, I want to make 25,000, or I want to make 30,000 my first year. And that's just depends on where you're starting.
Mhm.
But if you're starting and you've only made $20,000 the previous year, and you think you're going to jump from 20,000 to 100,000, it's possible, but it's
It's
a
harder.
very,
Yeah.
very limited amount of people who actually get to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's one of my things that I need to be more realistic on is, yeah, when you write down these goals, it's like, oh, yeah, six figures. No, no, no. I was going for seven.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, well, we might need to rethink this. So yeah, that would be good. So how many goals, I've heard differing opinions, but how many goals should somebody have at one time?
And it really depends. I believe it depends upon the person and what they are able to handle. Because someone who is a go-getter, who is a workaholic, they can set a lot of goals and crush every one of them. But it might be at the expense of their health, their sanity, their sleep. So you
You're
definitely
looking at her.
you don't want to overdo it. And I've done that too. And I've experienced burnout, and I teach on burnout. So I think reasonably, 3 to 5 things that you really want to work on. And it doesn't have to be all business. I think your health should always be a part of your goal plan. Your physical health and mental health should always be a part of your goal plan.